Brought to you by Penguin.
The Gardeners Club by Marnie Riches. Read by Rachel Atkins. This book is dedicated to me, since I seem to be the only person who has never had a thanks. And let's face it, I did 100% of the writing. In fact, this book and the others that preceded it could not have been written without my warped imagination, expensive gardening obsession, and dogged persistence. So thanks me. Chapter 1. For the last 15 minutes, I've been looking at the clock on the wall, and I could swear that time is actually going backwards. How can it be 5:42 p.m. when it was 5:41 p.m. about 10 minutes ago? Surely there's only another 5 or so minutes of this corporate torture, featuring free bendy biscuits and lukewarm hot drinks dispensed from urns that have probably contained Legionnaire's disease since the mid-90s. I sip the dregs of my coffee in a bid to wake myself up. It tastes like a cocktail of Bovril and petrol. When I slam the cup down a little too heavily onto its saucer, my boss, Colin, turns from the graph projected onto the whiteboard to lock eyes with me. He continues to speak in that nasal drone of his. So, the main worry bead area is that average handling time of customer calls is too long, and we're getting very high call abandonment rates. These figures show not just a drop in first-touch resolution, but, like the eye of Sauron, his never-sleeping gaze has moved on to Jess, my opposite number in the Birmingham call centre, and I've already tuned out again. My heavy eyelids know it's time to drop the shutters for the day on the vagaries of servicing the nation's insurance policies. Gill, wake up. I feel a hand on my shoulder. My eyes snap open to see Jess standing over me. Everyone is closing their laptops and getting up from the meeting table. I see Colin has already left. Damn, I say, glancing at the clock that shows 6:19 p.m. Did he notice I'd nodded off? I hastily wipe my mouth and check I didn't drool on the lapel of my jacket. Jess shakes her head. Nope, you're in the clear. Well done on perfecting the art of chair snoozing, though. My pulse starts to race. Maybe it knows something I don't. Hang on, I didn't miss anything important, did I? Think I nodded off just as he was talking through that graph. Only on you targets, Jess chuckles, but no smile reaches her eyes. I notice now that she looks harried. Check the last page of the presentation. He emailed it through to everyone. Barney from Glasgow is strolling our way, carrying his laptop bag and coat over one arm. Clearly he's overheard our little tete-a-tete because he's singing that old Irving Berlin song about there being trouble ahead. Ready to face the music and dance, Gillian? He exits the meeting room before I can interrogate him further. I turn to Jess for clarification, but she just shrugs. Better batten down the hatches with those expectations, she says. Storms are coming. She pats my arm, her smile sympathetic. Anyway, I'll see you at the away day, assuming we're all still standing. I feel a bead of sweat running down my back to my waistband. Left alone in the meeting room, I open the presentation and scroll through to the end to see the slide I missed. The slide that explains the gargantuan task I've been assigned, that we've all been assigned. Chislehurst Green Insurance is losing ground to its main competitors. There's a profit warning, according to Colin, supreme overlord of call centres. And I'm one of the 7 senior lackeys who has to make sure the hundreds of people who spend all day answering phones to disgruntled policyholders do so as quickly and efficiently as humanly possible to put the company back in the black to the tune of millions. Cutting costs and raising productivity means only one thing. I have to conduct a witch hunt. Oh, great. Just what I need.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?